Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Mr. Ma channel, and this is an update about coronavirus, or more likely to be called COVID-19. This is news from CNN. Before we continue the news, we would like to show you a recent news about the coronavirus from CNN. Let's check it
The
out.
U.S. military is trying to figure out how many people may have been exposed in their ranks after a soldier tested positive for coronavirus in South Korea. The Pentagon says he is the first service member to come down with the virus. Troops obviously work and live in close quarters, which makes them especially vulnerable to exposure, and that is leading to concerns that a spread of the virus could hurt U.S. military operations in the region. CNN's Barbara Starr joins me now live from the Pentagon. And Barbara, the military has put new restrictions into place and put some soldiers in quarantine, but there really is no clear solution here.
There's no solution for the military any more than there is for civilian society, Jake. This is a 23-year-old male Army soldier. He is now in a negative pressure isolation chamber, something that will help prevent cross-infection, where he is being treated in South Korea, 15 additional members in self-quarantine. There are travel restrictions across the Pacific now for the U.S. military, as well as restrictions in some parts of the Middle East. Perhaps most interesting, the border between Kuwait and Iraq now essentially closed. So that means the U.S. military will be looking for other ways to resupply the U.S. military mission in Iraq. They will have to increase their efforts to bring supplies in by air. There is also a look at all military exercises. We may quickly learn in the coming hours that key exercises in South Korea, for example, have been scaled back. So no longer can the military say this is not really impacting them. Today on Capitol Hill, Pentagon leadership asked if they needed more money and more resources, and there was not a very clear answer on that. Have a listen.
We have not had that discussion yet internally. We can't give you a definitive answer whether we're going to need additional resource or not. We are taking all the appropriate measures right now, and we're doing the estimates of the situation, so we owe you some answers.
Oh, then some answers. So the answer is nobody knows right now. And of course, the ultimate question at the moment, or at least one of the ultimate questions, will U.S. military families have to be brought back to the United States if this infection grows? This is something that has been quietly discussed. No decisions, no need to do it is seen at this time. But a Pentagon official told me earlier today, right now, they feel nobody has a clear idea where all of this is headed. Jake?
All right, Barbara Starr at the Pentagon for us. Thank you so much.
Oh, that was a news update from CNN. Risk level raised at American base in South Korea after service member test positive for COVID-19 or novel coronavirus. So, for more recent update about this epidemic disease, CDC 13 minutes ago have reported to CNN US CDC is considering expanding airport health screening for the coronavirus. So this is the visual in Los Angeles International Airport on February 12th. Japanese airline crew, the visual is in the news, and there are ongoing conversations at the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention about expanding airport health screenings for coronavirus, according to an emergency spokesperson. Right now, the U.S. is only doing health screening for passengers arriving from China. Those screening involve a temperature check and observation for symptoms. But new outbreaks in other parts of the world are rising alarm. Spike in cases globally. When the screening started on January 17, there were 45 reported cases of the new coronavirus in China. Japan currently has about 3 times that number of cases. Italy has about 10 times as many, and South Korea has more than 30 times as many. At the news conference Wednesday night, President Donald Trump said there could be travel restriction placed on passengers from other countries such as South Korea and Italy. At the right time, we might do that. Right now, it's not the right time, but at the right time, Trump said on media. Okay, this is a story had been posted 20 minutes ago. Fiji bans traveler from Italy, Iran, and parts of South Korea. Fiji is uh, imposing a travel ban on foreign nationals who have been to Italy, Iran, and South Korea's Daegu City and Cheongdu County within the past 14 days. The new ban will help reduce the risk of outbreak in Fiji following an increase in global cases. Fiji Prime Minister Frank Bainimarama said yesterday. The ban will go into effect tomorrow, and all international air travelers will have their temperature checked upon arrival starting March 2. And 40 minutes ago, this is a news update from CNN. More new cases outside China than inside, said WHO. The novel coronavirus outbreak appears to have entered a new stage with new cluster around the world rising fear of a pandemic. World Health Organization officials said yesterday that for the first time the number of daily cases reported outside China have exceeded the number of those reported within the country where the outbreak began. The shift in focus from China to the rest of the world was further highlighted Wednesday with the announcement that all passengers arriving in Beijing will be subjected to a 14-day quarantine if they have recently traveled in affected countries. In the US, Washington, President Donald Trump announced a new team dedicated to tackling the virus, led by Vice President Mike Pence. In Europe, officials are working overtime to stop a continent-wide outbreak as the situation in Italy continues to worsen. More than 400 cases have been reported in Italy, and sporting and social events across northern Italy have been cancelled. More than 14 cases of the virus have been confirmed in both Germany and France, while 2 French patients have died from disease. In South Korea, in Asia, the worst outbreak beyond mainland China, in South Korea, where more than 1,595 cases have been reported, including 13 deaths. The outbreak appears to have begun in the southern city of Daegu, where around 700 of the cases have been reported, but it has since spread throughout the country, bringing with it travel restriction and emergency measures. In Middle East, around 140 cases of the virus have been confirmed in Iran and 19 deaths. Multiple neighboring countries have cut off travel to Iran, while Qatar has ordered the evacuations of citizens from the country, along with Kuwaitis who wish to leave Iran. An hour ago, Saudi Arabia says a measure to prevent the coronavirus impact Muslim religious ritual. This is also from CNN. Following the coronavirus outbreak in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia announced today that it was implementing preventive measure that will affect religious rituals and practices. The country is suspending entry to the kingdom for the purpose of Umrah and visiting the Prophet Mosque temporarily. Tourists coming from the countries where coronavirus spread is a danger will also be denied entry, said the statement. These measures are temporary and are implemented to prevent the arrival of the new coronavirus, COVID-19, to the kingdom. And the last update here, Pakistan closes school after reporting first coronavirus cases. and Olympic torch relay will go ahead but could be scaled down over virus fear. This is the recent update 1 hour ago from Tokyo, Japan. There are no plans to cancel the Olympic torch relay, which will see the iconic torch carried across the Japan to the final destination of Tokyo, where the 2020 Games Olympic will be held in Tokyo, said the CEO of the organizing committee. The torch relay will begin March 26. Toshira Muto, the committee CEO, said the committee was working on how to host the evening without increasing the risk of coronavirus infection and was looking into suggestion of scaling down events and reducing the number of the spectators for the relay. The organizing committee held a rehearsal for relay on February 20. Preparation for the Olympic Games are also continuing as planned, despite rumors that they may be cancelled. Organizer told CNN yesterday. So this news regarding a recent update about the COVID-19 coronavirus by Jesse Young, Adam Renton, and Ben Westcott at CNN. Update on February 27, 2020. So that's all for the live for this evening. So if we got another issues or another recent outbreak about the coronavirus or maybe political turmoil in Malaysia, we will give out an update in time to time. Thank you for watching all the thank you for watching for this live update, and see you in the next update in Mr. Mat channel. Thank you.